Hey everybody, this is Jesse B. Gilmore, agency transformation coach and founder of Niche in Control, creator of Leverage for Growth.
And I'm Lucas James, founder of Twiz.io, which scaled from $0 to $200,000 a month with my own agency.
We are the hosts of Leverage for Growth podcast agency leverage episodes. We know that in order to scale your agency successfully, there are multiple shifts that need to happen within the founder's mindsets, skill sets, and leadership styles. We are on a mission to interview marketing and PR agency owners on their journey to 6, 7, and 8 figures and leverage the lessons from their journey to save you time, energy, and money in order for you to get your agency to the next level. If you find value in these episodes, watch the case study video to learn more about Leverage for Growth and how we successfully scale agencies quickly at nicheincontrol.com/case study. That's nicheincontrol.com/case study. You are now listening to Leverage for Growth. Hey everybody, this is Jesse P. Gilmore, founder of Niche in Control and creator of Leverage for Growth. Welcome to the Agency Leverage Edition. Today I am here with Anz Ali, the co-founder of Digital Growth Factor, an expert vetted, top-rated plus agency on Upwork, is a husband and wife running full-service digital marketing firm based in New York, known for driving business growth through strategic innovation and industry expertise, provides an end-to-end digital solution for prestigious clients such as ASU, Appcast, and Quantic. Thanks for coming to our show today.
Thank you very much, Jesse. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about the history and background of Digital Growth Factor?
Sure. So we started off back in 2015, actually, and we started with the notion of just being a social media marketing agency, right? And generally, when we were doing social media marketing for a lot of different clients and brands, we always would run into certain issues that were beyond our control, right? So essentially, what we thought would be, hampering our growth, right, was the fact that whenever we talked about results, because we were more related to performance-based advertising, even on social media marketing. So we were able to ride on the performance-based marketing early on. And essentially, what was key and very pivotal for performance-based marketing was the fact that generally we do not want to leave any loose ends when we are advertising. So initially, when we were advertising for different brands, the brands were all over the place because they had a different agency for social media marketing, they had a different agency for search engine optimization, they had a different agency that was looking over their web, they had a different agency that was looking over their mobile app, right? So essentially, whenever we talked about advertising, now advertising, as you know now, is very cohesive, right? It's more of like being able to create like a unified solution, which is running the same strategy across different channels, right? So it's more like an omni approach these days. So essentially, when we started off, we would face these issues with a lot of clients where we would say that your website isn't performing quite well. It's not fast, it's not responsive. And, that's affecting the advertising for us because we are not able to, have a very highly conversion rate optimized website. So then they would go to the website department, then the website department would blame a lot of the things on the SEO department. And there was like a huge blame game going on between different digital marketing channels. So we came up with an idea of why not have a one window solution where the blame game is actually not between different agencies, where the blame game is between different departments of the same agency. And the blame game is not to basically put one agency down and the other agency up, right? The blame game is actually to make sure that there's constructive and positive criticism that can help improve the brand's performance at each and every stage. So what we did was from 2015, we were just like a social media marketing agency. And then we thought that we should slowly and surely integrate more digital marketing channels into our offering. And we aim to becoming like a full service digital agency, right? So for becoming a full service digital agency, it required us to operate different marketing channels like search engine optimization, Google ads, like paid ads, and then website development, mobile app development. So we started employing different people to lead these departments and then build team under them so that when we go on to a client and when we tell them that we are a one-stop solution for all your needs, then we actually mean it and we can actually deliver on it, right? So it took us 3 years initially from 2015 to 2018 to be able to have our full service agency suite ready, as well as delivering. And now we are a team of 40 people in house that are based on social media managers, search engine optimization experts. We've got graphic designers, we've got mobile app developers, we've got web app developers. We've got the full suite of service that we're now offering. And with that, we're able to go to each and every brand that is there, and we can tell them that instead of having your own digital marketing department, you could completely outsource your digital marketing department to us, and we could work alongside your brand manager and alongside your conventional marketing department and make sure that we can fulfill all the digital marketing needs that you have without you having to employ digital marketing departments or digital marketing resources at your end. So we were able to package this solution and provide it to whoever wanted to dive into the digital marketing world without having to invest a lot into creating the team first. And then a lot of the people that we met had quite a lot of difficulties creating a team, because not only the creation and finding the right people was a challenge, but to also maintain and to also retain those sort of employees was a challenge, right? Because the growth that an agency can offer an employee within digital marketing, working on 6 different channels or working on many different clients from different industries, the same growth is very difficult to offer on the brand side. So for us, it was easy to retain clients because we could retain employees because we were able to offer them very, very, very solid growth in their careers, right? And that same thing that they would not be able to feel and they would not be able to achieve on the brand side. So a lot of the agency, a lot of the brands that were creating their own teams were having difficulties in not only creating them but retaining them. Whereas in our case, the retention was quite strong because we were able to offer unparalleled growth and unparalleled learning alongside. So for us, this was majorly one of the unique selling points for our agency, where we were able to package and deliver a complete one window solution for the clients and make sure that at the end of the day, we're only delivering results for the client and we're not delivering another point for them to ponder on or another excuse for them to basically try to solve and just say that this department is not working or the website is not nice or the search engine optimization is not up to the mark, we're not getting organic traffic, the top of funnel is weak. So instead of playing this blame game and going across different factions, we are now well equipped with solving all the clients need under one window and giving them a robust solution for their performance marketing solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been like one of the major aspects for the agency since 2015, and like how we started and why we started and who we've been working with and so far.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Starting off with one service,
Yeah.
then continually evolving over periods of time and making it to where ultimately you're creating partnerships with your clients
Yes.
because
Yes.
you're going, okay, what's the next problem to solve? Okay, how can we help you with that? And then continue to grow. And then you
Yeah.
also talked about how you and your wife had started it and then being able to grow to multiple teams and then building out. So I love both the internal and the external factors
Yeah.
of being able to grow.
Yeah.
Looking back on kind of like your whole journey, looking at from both the internal, from being an employer, and then also looking from an agency kind of growth and solving the clients. What are some maybe like one or two kind of things that you learned along the way that you would pass on to another agency that might be like the earlier just social media agency that wants to become a full service? Give
Right.
anything that kind of comes to mind.
Right. So, like, one of the major things that when we started off, and one of the major belief sets that we had based on the growth that we had seen with other agencies was the fact that you would have to advertise in order to get clients. That was the only model that we saw with different agencies that we studied across. But at that time, we would wanted to have organic growth because we started off as just husband and wife working together. She would do a lot of the content, I would do a lot of the other advertising stuff, and then we slowly and gradually expanded our team. But what we focused on from day one was organic growth. So we wanted to do something different, whereas the traditional agency route and the traditional agency scaling was based on the fact that you would have to always advertise and then get leads, generate leads, and then have a very sales focused approach in trying to qualify those leads, nurture those leads, and then get them to sign up and then start working with them. So we took a different approach where we chose organic platforms and organic mediums where clients had real problems that needed help with and they needed to solve those problems. So we chose Upwork as one of the initial platforms that we wanted to start with. And this is something I want to focus on for people that are looking to start their agencies, right? Because a lot of people that want to start the agency are just not starting their agency because of the fact that they think that there's a lot of investment required, right, in terms of advertising. And then not just the investment, but there is a scare factor as well. So the fear factor is basically the fact that what if I advertise and what if I spend, a couple of $1,000s into advertising and then even if I get leads, what is the guarantee that those leads are actually going to convert? So just those fear factors are enough for people to stop and not take action in terms of creating their own agency. But my suggestion to people that are starting out at the moment would be to employ certain platforms, freelancing platforms like Upwork, there's Fiverr, there's multiple freelancing platforms that offer basically a free of cost client acquisition method, right?
Mhm.
You could go there, the client is already there, the intent is there, right? They're already looking and searching for you online. And then based on that, if you're able to offer great value and if you're able to offer them a upright great solution, then they're able to and want to sign up with you as well. So initially, what we did was we offered a free 1 hour consultation to our clients. Like whoever we would pitch to on Upwork, we would tell them that regardless of whether you hire us or not, whether you hire an agency or not, why not just step onto a call with one of our digital experts and a digital strategist? That is something that we do to this day, by the way, is like a free 1 hour consultation so that we can actually do goals, plans, challenges, and tasks, like a call to understand what the client is and to really understand if we can actually make a difference onto their lives, right? So based on that, we would then jump onto consultations with different clients, and we would then figure out if we are the best fit for them and if they're the best fit for us. And then based on that, we would do like a custom tailored strategy for them. And then if they would like that strategy, that is when they would sign up. So it was basically offering much more value upfront, right? And then based on that value, establishing a very strong relationship with them. And then when we get the trust, then we get the job, right? So it was first basically providing tons of value to any person that was coming on board with us. And then if they were satisfied with the solution that we were offering, then we would possibly go in towards, pitching our services and, the retainers and talk about the financial aspect of the whole model as well. But the first step was to basically reach out to people with high intent. Because if you consider advertising, right, and if you're maybe advertising on social media on Google Ads, so on Google Ads, there is still a lot of intent because people are looking for your services. But if you're advertising on social media, then a lot of the times the intent factor is missing, right? And that intent factor is very well coupled at Upwork because the client actually posts a whole job as to like what he wants to get done.
Mhm.
So for us, Upwork has been one of the largest and the singularly most successful platforms for us to scale the agency. And since 2015, we've been working on Upwork whole and soul and making sure that all the organic growth is fueled by freelancing platforms like Upwork. And then the second most important factor was, so this is like I said, to start off the agency, you have to go towards freelancing platforms like Upwork if you want to start off organically. But then what happens is that as soon as you're delivering solid results and as soon as your client is satisfied, then there's a huge uptake in terms of clients that recommend through word of mouth other people that are also within their industry. So we had clients that were actually referring us left, right, and center to different clients just because of the fact that they liked our offer, they liked the work that we do, and they really enjoyed working with us, right? So they would then, refer different partners and different people that they knew to the agency. So it's just that first step of getting the first few clients out of the door, right? And getting the first few clients, and then it basically becomes a ripple effect where those clients are able to refer more people, and then they're able to get more word of mouth flowing for you. Now what this initial organic growth does is that it provides sort of a launch pad for you to launch in terms of paid ads as well. Because now when you have your retained earnings, you would be much more confident into spending those, because that is not something that you're spending out of pocket. And that's not something that if you spend out of pocket and fail could be a make or break moment for you, because you have a much more cushion, the business is already flowing, and then you can start scaling your agency. So I feel like the most difficult part for people is to actually start off the agency, like how to start off, and is there a way to start off organically as well. So that is one of the major reasons that I feel like people are hesitant towards taking that first step, to take the first leap of faith, right? So this is what I wanted to stress upon and focus as to. It is not that difficult, because if you're working on platforms like Upwork, there is no upfront fee. There is nothing that you have to pay for during the start. Everything is going to be based on the fact that when you're working, you give a small fee back to the platform, and then you're able to work your way through. So,
Mhm.
that has been, one of the key factors for our success, is the fact that it built a lot of confidence for us,
Mhm.
because we were able to, always make sure that we are covered in terms of our expenses and our income, right? So we're not like advertising and making sure that our expenses are a lot to then start driving revenue. That is obviously subjective to a lot of other reasons, whether you want to close the client or not. So based on all of that, it really makes a difference if you start off with slow and steady and organically build your way up, because I just feel like it creates a very solid foundation,
Mhm.
rather than advertising and having tons of clients coming in and then you not being able to manage them, and then the whole building collapsing because the foundation isn't strong. I just feel like organic growth provides a very, very, very solid foundation for you to then, based on that solid foundation, go on and further accelerate and further scale the agency upwards from
Mhm.
6 figures to then 7 figures, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I
So
love it. It's kind of like the playbook for starting an agency and
yeah,
minimizing risk using
yeah,
organic. That's awesome.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
so what are you working on right now? What are you excited about in the next maybe 1 to 3 years or so?
So right now we're working on leveraging most of the AI in what we do on a day-to-day basis. So
Hmm.
we're working on optimizing our workflows and making sure that we can leverage artificial intelligence in all of our workflows, from the moment where we start a client to the moment where we are delivering assets to the client. The whole process through the task management system is now being enriched by artificial intelligence. So let's suppose if there's a task called create XYZ advertisements for XYZ client, right? Then artificial intelligence would already know about the client and would also be able to create like a small framework that these are the top performing ads, or these are the top performing headlines. Based on that, these are the top performing call to actions that they would receive. So our major focus is basically to leverage artificial intelligence into the agency to be able to maximize and give back time to most of our employees to be able to then innovate further into what they want to do. Because you know how the agency structure is, right? You know how the agencies are. Everyone is overburdened, right? Everyone is in quite a lot of pressure. So we just feel like artificial intelligence and models like GPT-4, GPT 3.5, we've seen that they are able to give back a lot of time to our resources. And then when those resources get that extra time, that fuels a lot of creativity, right? That fuels a lot of, the fact that they can do much more than they were initially doing between the tasks that were rudimentary and they were doing on a day-to-day basis for different clients, right? So we're very excited about creating our own artificial intelligence platforms as well. So what we're trying to work on these days is create a task management system that is also through artificial intelligence, then going on towards social media marketing as well. So, for example, starting from the client, creating different tasks that need to be done, and then from those tasks that are done and are ready for final publishing, are then published on different social media networks as well. So we're trying to create like our own proprietary solution to be able to get that done. And then, like, this is an example that I've given for social media, right? But in terms of SEO, we're doing what the call to actions should be, what the title should be, what the meta descriptions should be, whether they're of high quality or not. We've created our own, we've trained our own algorithms to be able to detect and optimize certain copies. So then they're optimizing copies based on the set formula that we've given them, and see that if the new copy that we're coming up with, if it's not up to the mark, then AI is able to suggest through generative AI as to what the copy should be. So we're very excited about leveraging more of the artificial intelligence into our workflows, and definitely into end client deliverables as well, because we just feel like at this point in time, I know there's a lot of there are two sides of the coin, and there's a lot of debate whether AI is going to kill agencies, or AI is going to put the agencies onto a back foot, and kill business for agencies. But honestly, I feel like artificial intelligence today is like industrial revolution back in the 1800s, right? So I mean, there were a lot of people that rode like horse carts and stuff, that did lose their jobs, but obviously then there were drivers, there were chauffeurs that also got those jobs, right?
Hmm.
I just feel like, to put artificial intelligence in such a bad light, saying that it would cause our jobs, and it would, cause a lot of the agencies to shut down. I just feel like agencies that are not able to innovate, and that are not able to adapt, and that are not able to actually catch on to the AI bandwagon, are the ones that are going to face difficulties. But
Hmm.
agencies that are actually innovating and using those solutions to optimize their offers, using those solutions to make sure that they're delivering better work to clients, are going to be agencies that are, going to leverage the most from this AI revolution,
Hmm.
right? So based on that, we're very excited for how for the past 3 to 6 months, we've been working on artificial intelligence to actually grow our agency, and to also make sure, not just on the growth of our own agency, but also to make sure that the deliverables that we are sending out to the client, they're also at a much better quality, as to where we were working in silos and alone, based on just the human element.
Hmm.
So that's like the trajectory and the way forward for us.
Cool. Awesome. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you, or do you have any offers for them that they could take advantage of?
So we've got two offers for people that are listening to us. So if we have people that want to scale from 6 figures to 7 figures, we would want them to head on to our website and just offer and just sign up for a free 1 hour consultation. So we would be able to come up and provide them with a free 1 hour consultation, based on to understanding where they currently are, where they want to be, and how we can get them to reach that point. So that is for everyone that is coming on to and wanting to scale their agencies. If there's someone that doesn't want to, or is kind of considering starting an agency, and is like very scared of taking the leap of faith, so we are able to help those people as well, in terms of establishing what platforms need to be established to be able to get to where they want to, and make that leap of faith a little less scarier, right?
Hmm.
And make sure that the risks are minimized. So if there's someone that wants a risk-free way to start the agency, we're able to help them out as well, and they could also come out onto our website and sign up for the free consultation. Secondly, if there's a brand or a client that wants to, get in touch in terms of having different digital marketing services being provided by our agency to them, so they can also reach out to us through our website, and we will offer a free audit for their existing setup, as to like their existing digital presence. So we call that a free digital audit. So they can sign up for a free digital audit on our website as well. And then based on that, after the audit, we can get in touch with them and offer a free 1 hour consultation as to where we can take them with our offers towards growth and success in the digital world.
Cool. Awesome. And for anybody that's listening, I'll include the website and URLs in the show notes. And Ans, I just want to thank you very much for being on the show today.
No problem. No problem at all. Thank you very much for having me, Jesse. And I've been following the podcast for quite some time, and I just wanted to say that you're doing an amazing job, and keep the great work up. And it's just really, really fulfilling to be able to find medium where we can, as agency owners, and people that are running different agencies, can actually get together and actually find more like-minded people. Because people that are going to start the agency journey, they're going to notice that sometimes it becomes very lonely, and you have to find the right set of people that can give you the sort of motivation to keep going and keep going through the ups and downs. So for me, just listening to other agency owners is a huge source of inspiration and motivation for us to keep going and doing different stuff. So thank you very much for the great work that you're doing.
Agency owners, if you want to transform your agency to sustain and grow without your direct involvement, where you can stop working in the business and switch to working on the business, where you can regain control of your time, delegate effectively, get paid what you're worth, and have your team run the day-to-day, go to nicheincontrol.com/case study right now to learn more about Leverage for Growth. You can book a free strategy session with us to look at your systems, understand what needs to be done in order for you to scale, and get a free strategic plan for the next year to live the life of entrepreneurship that you've always dreamed about. Go to nicheincontrol.com/case study. That is nicheincontrol.com/case study now.